My name is Patrick Hines. I am a pediatric ICU physician, a scientist that studied sickle cell disease. I've had people that I know and love and care about that have struggled with sickle cell disease. And it's something that I think we can do such a better job at understanding why people with sickle cell disease get sick. If we can define the health of red blood cells as a way to predict who's likely to get sick, I believe that we have a mechanism to be able to keep people healthy and to focus on a metric that we can measure objectively that will keep people healthy and prevent us from having to react to the clinical manifestations of sickle cell disease. And so the four individuals that you're going to meet today are very different people that all have sickle cell disease, but their manifestation of the disease is very different. And they're going to tell you about what their life is like and how sickle cell has affected their life. They're also going to tell you about the fact that they've started a therapy that is meant to prevent some of the problems that they're having with sickle cell disease. And then they're going to tell you about what happened after starting therapy, what that experience was. And it's four different experiences from four different people with the same condition. But as providers, as scientists, as people developing these therapies, we need to understand why different people with this disease and other diseases respond differently.
My experience with my ailment before I started medication was, basically up and down like a roller coaster. Right now, it is somewhat like a roller coaster, but it's like, going up, So me being the age that I am, just waiting for the shoe to drop.
My experience with sickle cell has been up and down. I would say like 1 week I'll be fine, and then like at the drop of a dime I'll be in crisis. I've had 2 strokes, I've had brain surgery, had my gallbladder taken out.
The main ways definitely affected me in my life was with my hips. Like I said, I'm really good with the hospitalizations and everything like that, but I had a vascular necrosis in both of my hips. I experienced that when I was like 14, my right hip. And then when I was like 18 or 19, the left hip started to act up as well. So just recently, like I'll say 3 years ago, I just got both of my hips replaced and I have a new outlook on life.
On a day-to-day basis, I'll have normal, regular pain on a scale of like 1 to 4, just throughout the day, regular pain. And then when I get a crisis or a crisis starts, it amps up to about anywhere from 5 to 9. And then, you kind of just have to feel it out.
I thought I was going to have all these side effects or what have you, but I haven't had like the side effects like I would usually think, I would have. Of course, I'm going to have my crisis or whatever, but it has to hurt to help. And the fact that I could come in to a wonderful place, of course, and take it in one day and don't have to remember about it until next month, that to me was tops.
I just came back from New York last year, October, and for the whole month I was actually really good. I didn't really need medication, didn't need to, stop and take a break, because the medication, like you said, for a whole month it'll last, and it did help. And I noticed it did an amazing outlook of helping my blood, just be normal for once. The first month I didn't really feel much, didn't notice anything. The second month I did feel the aches and pains they say you get with it or whatever. It's like your body's trying to conform to the medication.
It's good because I don't have any, a lot of emergency visits. I used to go to the hospital a lot for my pain. I've had less visits and less pain. It's like my everyday to day pain is more like on a scale of 1 to 3 instead of 1 to 5 or 1 to 6. Okay. And then my extraneous pain, it calmed it down. Before I would get sick maybe every month, and I'd have to go to the ER at least twice a month. and now I only go. I haven't been to the ER since I started it, so it's
Wow, that
good.
is awesome.
I
That's
like
awesome.
it.
The first time that I got my infusion, like I instantly felt pain, like everywhere, and they had to medicate me, and that's what they did for my last two times that I came for it. I would say, because it's a 30-minute infusion, so it was about 15 minutes into it, I noticed that, okay, well, this feels weird and feels like a pain crisis coming. So I would just want to let others know that everybody's body reacts different to different medications, and just because one person's body did awesome and they had no pain crisis doesn't mean that the next person's gonna be the same.